Hey everybody, welcome back to KF Trades. This is a video about 3 dividend stocks under $30 that I'm looking to sell puts on, and I'll walk you through what I'm looking for. Let's get out there and make some money. First one up is Omega Healthcare. So right here, they had a high back through here, December 2020. All along through here, they had good resistance at 39 at the high. I don't think we're going to be getting up there for a while. Things have really pulled back. I think this $31.92, $32 range is probably going to be resistance for a little bit. What I'd like to see is a pullback towards 25 area. I've got some resistance right here. If we go back a little bit further, actually even a little bit further, let's go out to 5 years. So right back over here, they had good resistance back in 2018 was a bottom, which is that 25 area, 24.90 area. Went through it in the pandemic, bounced around close to it. So I think that might be a good point. If we get a bigger pullback on this one, I think things will bounce around. You can probably wait on this one. That's what I'm going to do, is start selling puts at $25, maybe even up around 26 if the price is right, and start trying to pick that one up when I can. But I'd like to see it push back down towards $25. The average price target on it right now is only 31, so I don't want to buy when it's at 29 something right now. It doesn't leave much on the bone. So I'm going to wait on that one, but it's something to keep in your back pocket for right now, because this one has a dividend of $2.68 with a 9.57% yield, and it's paid quarterly in February, April, July, and in November. So you might be able to stack that against a couple of these other ones that I'm going to suggest. This one, you've heard me talk about it before, Camping World Holdings. I really like this one. I talked to you when it was over here. I was going to wait, and I missed it, which there's no hurry on it. However, it's rolling back over, and we're pushing this 25 area again. So I'm going to be watching this one real close. The dividend on this one is $2.52 with a 9.6 yield, paid quarterly, March, June, September, and December. And this one, I'm just not sure how the higher interest rates will affect financing. If we're going to lose a little bit of business in this one, I'm still kind of curious how that's going to play out with higher interest rates. If it's going to slow down any progress, we'll have to see how this one goes. But if it pushes down below 25 towards this 23 area, and let's look at this one out a little bit. So we had resistance right here at around 23 back in November of 2020. And let's go back a little bit further. And it was resistance over here in October of 2018. Bounced off it here in June of 2018. So that's some pretty good resistance right in there. If we do drop below that 25, we could see this 23 area if we get a big pullback in the market still. And then I think we're going to bounce between 23 area up to 31 area for a while. The price target on this one right now is about 35. They've had pretty good earnings. They've doubled their dividend back here in August of 21. I think that's when they did it. I might just threw that on there when they did it. Might not have been the actual date. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with this. I'm going to try to sell a put and try to pick it up between this 25 and 22, 23 area, hopefully, and then just wait and see how it plays out. Third one that I'm going to talk about is Capital Southwest. I've owned this one previously. They've had their recent high was up around 28.40, and their average price target right now is only around $25.50. So we don't have a lot of room right here, so I'm going to wait for this one to pull back around the $20 range, 20.50 area. And let's take this one out a couple years, and I'll show you the resistance on this one. So this 20.58 range had some resistance right here on the way back up in 2021. Kind of came down to it in March of 21. But way back here in 2019, it bounced off it 3 or 4 times, even in 2020, before we got the pullback from the pandemic. So this 20.58 area roughly is pretty good resistance. So if we get a pullback to that, that's where I will be trying to sell some puts and try to pick it up right around there. And this one is another one that pays $2.52 for a dividend, has an 11.39% yield, and they pay quarterly in March, June, September, and December on week 2. So between the 3 of them, you could have a pretty good dividend just for the year on those 3 stocks right there. And then if you try to pick all 3 of those up, kind of where that low resistance that I mentioned, and then get some stock movement, could be a pretty good return for you.